Get this. You are the center of the universe. Think about it. Infinity needs a reference point in order for shapes to exist. Because if not for the parameters that govern, 0 from 1, there's just ambiguous nothing or something. If there's no distinction between the energy that is outside of you and the observer that you are, then there are no shapes. There are no colors. There are no butterflies. Pause for a minute. Each individual is the center of their own observable universe because your point of observation is in the same infinity that everybody else's point of observation is. So you're viewing it from 3 feet over there yesterday. I'm viewing it tomorrow from that perspective over 3 feet that other way. And so there's a language known as geometry that energy likes to speak in between you and the very edge of outer space is where the transformation happens. So go back a step. There is a geometrical pattern that gives energy a structure. And the things that you see when you look at life, shapes, colors, what have you, are really just the womb of gestation. All the physical world is but a machine to make life that is complex enough to be able to complexify things to a point of being able to observe a certain part of the universe. Humans can only see certain parts of the universe, just like rabbits and dogs can see different frequencies and stuff. And so their purpose is this, therefore they need that. Our purpose is X, Y, Z, and so we're equipped with what we're equipped with. The whole point is that because the universe is infinite, the center of it is within the observer. And an easy way to prove this, at least theoretically, is to look at the double slit experiment. But it's honestly as age old as the question, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? Well, sound is a qualia that is exclusive to animals that can process kinetic pulses in the environment based on energetic happenings and turn those pulses into a discernible experience that is considered, to be processed by the auditory parts of the brain. Anything that propagates at the speed of sound is considered sound, you know what I mean? Even though it's just kinetic energy. If it's in 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. So, in a way, that tree falling is making all kinds of sounds. But what it's really doing is, pushing around a bunch of air and exchanging its potential energy into a resting state. And this is kind of the natural path that the universe takes. Not that the tree is to die, not that death is actually a part of this, but more along the lines of its resting position has been achieved. You know what I mean? It was going this direction for a reason. Things happen so that they can conclude. You know what I'm saying? The point to all of this is that when you think about what lies beyond the things that you see when you look outward in a straight line, and then what lies beyond that, and then what lies beyond that, what you end up with is a nesting doll situation where you are the center of the universe, and then the entire universe just becomes your egg. Well, outside of that, there you are again, watching yourself think about this. You know what I mean? And so when you realize that there are levels, that's when you can start worrying not about the central default processing mode that your brain is using, and you have to find a way to shut it off. Close your eyes and just go om, 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 pause, om, 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 pause. Now, as you think of the first set of 3 and then the second set of 3, you now need a new syllable to signify that those are each one. And so what you say is ha, ha, and you do 2 of them because there were 2 sets of 3. And you want to pulse the energy, the sound energy, towards the front part of your brain. So put your attention there if you can. This is why people have those sacred spiritual things on their third eyes in certain cultures, even. But yeah, this is the hyperdimensional meditation. It takes you from your center of yourself to the perimeter of yourself, outside world beyond that, hopefully, where the opening of the toroid is, where colors come in or people walk out.